from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number 1 versus number 2, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the USC Trojans and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans' kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... They'll send the back in motion. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. He's got him. Good, solid tackle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Calls his own number. Crosses the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And
You knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
This time on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Gets it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wideout. RPO complete to open the drive. Always a rare treat to get number 1 versus number 2, particularly this early in the season, guys.
Yeah, just an early test, right? Understand exactly where you are, obviously with big ramifications down the road. But, Jesse, how about knowing where you are to start the season?
You're absolutely right. This is a game that's going to set the tone for both of these teams and also for the entire college football season.
The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They'll give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it from the gun. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Punt is on its way. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Might as well stick with him. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ware. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they sniffed that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quick release on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. There's some room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. From the gun, running back on the move. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Quick completion on the out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Firing to the right, complete. Ripping through the defense. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Fires to the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. After 45 on his way. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Pressure coming. And he never had a chance.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Upstairs to make the catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers, taking on the number 19 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Pitt getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. The 30. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going with the counter play here. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense changing the play. Rides to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. Quick toss. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Some misdirection with the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then...
Got a little grass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Trojans will have it first and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He splits the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuentes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe a crease. He now has 91 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
From the gun, the ground game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Might have a chance. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. Here's a little room there. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
He's got him this time. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. 22. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. Still on his... It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Hard running there. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers, you back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bringing the heat. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. He goes right back to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That's reeled in. It's Ware. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And the extra point is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Fuentes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. That game not nearly as competitive as many of us expected. I think it was a quintessential example of one team got ready for a game and the other one got ready for a fight.
Yeah, I think we've got a new favorite to win the